We are talking about Joe Weller. Connor, you know Joe Weller from back in the day. You used to be a big Joe Weller fan, I guess?
Sure.
Fanboy?
I mean, I like Joe. I think that he wasn't making Casablanca with his YouTube videos, but
No.
I found him quite interested.
Joe Weller, internet personality.
You know, when it came to the fight between him and KSI, I was Team Weller.
Cool. Really? Were you?
Back in the day, yeah.
I thought you were a big KSI fan.
Well, at the time I found KSI a bit, I don't know, arrogant. But when it came to KSI fighting Logan Paul, I was like, well, I've got to be on KSI's side. But yeah, Joe, I always found interesting. I felt like he was a bit of a black sheep. He was always very open about his mental health. And, you know, he kind of stopped uploading. He uploaded every, couple of months. Some good videos. I thought they were well produced. And he went traveling for a while. And he had one of those Snapchat deals, you know, when you...
Yes.
Yeah.
Just post to your story for millions.
They pay you insane money for that. And he would just, post, I think you have to post a story every, hour for, 12 hours straight.
And so what do you know about his backstory? He's kind of just an ordinary kid.
He's a regular Joe.
Yeah, regular Joe Weller who made it
outside of YouTube, he's just a regular Joe.
Yeah, he... And he just blew up on YouTube, right? Just making, content for the lads. You know, good old, wholesome young man
for the
type
boys.
Shit. So the reason we're talking about Joe Weller is because he is generating a lot of discussion and potentially controversy. This is his YouTube channel. What's he at? 5.32 million?
Yeah, he's a big tuber, man.
So he's still got a lot going for him. And he has had an interesting turn to religion.
Correct.
His latest video, his most recent video is titled...
How Jesus Christ Saved My Life.
Wow.
And it hasn't done well view-wise. I mean, 7 days ago...
100,000?
Yeah,
I would have thought there would be more people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look, his last video was 5 months ago, but it did have 700k views.
Surviving the wildest 24-hour challenge in Thailand. I explored Australia as a backpacker and joined a gang.
Interesting, wow.
That definitely happens when you're in Australia.
Yeah, that's the common tourist experience. But so this video was really bombing off because it is quite an interesting thing that we're looking at. My fellow
Australians.
He is evangelical about his religious experience. I laughed before. I want to make it clear. I don't think there's anything wrong with finding Christ or being religious. Don't laugh.
I didn't. It was witty.
It's fine to do such a thing.
It was witty.
I think most people obviously just don't want you to kind of push it on anyone else. You know, it's a bit lame. I think when you're saying, "Oh, you know, I found Jesus, and if you don't find Jesus, your life will be in shambles for the rest of your life until you go to hell." No, you know,
yeah.
That vibe, I think people can be pretty familiar with from certain religious folks.
Wow.
So Joe has gone not only turned religious, but he is he's Christ's dog right now. He's his big dog. Let's see how the video starts.
Welcome, my friend. It is great to see you. I hope you are well. Now, all right, we got something big to get into here, haven't we? All right, those of you that follow me online may have seen that I have been public.
Wouldn't he post a video on his car? He was crying. He was he knows all about you.
I think it was this video.
Yeah, it's Joe, we're worried about you, man.
He ends the video crying in his car, telling people about getting with Jesus. And I want to talk about the crying allegations in a minute because, yeah, it worries me personally.
Yeah, I'm worried. I should state, I like Joe and I am very worried about him. And I feel like he was in a very dark place and struggling, and you know, I do think that there are certain religions that can take advantage of people in bad spots.
Yeah,
because they kind of twist it as it's all part of the plan and God did this so you could come and join him.
Well, this is what I'm not sure. So let's see how he presents it.
Sure.
Whatever that means. All right, this is coming from us finding God, our Lord Jesus Christ, whatever that means. All right, this is coming from a skeptic.
Easy,
that
Dan.
Anything to do with Jesus or the whole religion thing was a load of rubbish.
Wow.
Right, made up. You know, what brainwashed, naive people believe. And maybe it works for some people, you know, the story and everything.
That's what Dan just
but
said.
Not for me. If you don't know, and this is the first time you've ever clicked on a video of mine, hello, my name is Joe. All right.
Okay. Well,
He definitely. I'll give him this. Like he definitely keeps his YouTube persona pretty well.
yeah, he's doing the YouTuber shtick. He's he's got his Mr. Beast on. He's
But I
knows how to sit down and film
I get
a video.
the impression the church almost had to approve the video or gave him notes,
So this is my big
which
question.
is really kind of weird.
This video goes on and he talks about kind of his journey, and things start to get a little weird, right? So like here in the video, he's talking about growing
It
up.
made me feel loved and accepted and validated. I did eventually get.
It's
bullied
very
in
obviously
primary school.
voiceover as well. So he filmed, sat down like this, and then did voiceover. And it seems like the voiceover is very scripted and almost like someone went through with a red marker and said, add this and don't say this. I'm assuming that. I don't know if that is true.
Around year 5, year 6, punched,
Oh,
followed
no.
home, really harassed by these two lads that just.
What are we looking at, dude?
It's just, this video is full
That
to
is
the brim with AI.
that is supposed to be an AI Joe Weller as a child being
He's
bullied.
a young lad. Yeah,
I-
it's filled to the brim with AI, which is incredibly
which
disappointing.
is just very
That's
such.
what I thought for my whole adolescence. Although now I realise I was just searching for a feeling of true connection and acceptance, and explains why it felt like my big dream in life was to have sex and sexual pleasure with as many women as possible. All the while.
He's like, which I did, by the way.
Yeah, I shagged like a man.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah, so I also say even you notice that what he said there. Oh my god! I mean, look at what it
Stop
says.
with the AI bullshit. It's like, I'm sorry, like even if you want to use AI, like you can't like deny that it's like
It also
it
looks like
obviously pisses people off so much. Like
his hair color in the AI seems to change. Like
yeah,
here it's,
yeah.
in this one it's a bit more like brown,
I think he started to go a little bit grey,
and then he gets some with the gray hair.
which
yeah,
is fine.
so this whole thing is weird. Also, you heard there before he's sort of really harping on this idea that he was like lost, know, and the only thing that
I did this, I did that, I went here, I did
so
that. I
he actually says in the
I
video,
drank-
I tried therapy, I tried all this other
Yeah.
stuff. None of it worked.
yeah, he
you
did
know?
all these like ayahuascas. You know.
Yeah, retreat.
Yeah. Oh lord.
And then so at points you have bits like this where I'm not sure. We're gonna get an ad. Don't play an
No one
ad.
truly understands us.
Oh,
It's
does
who
Dan not
Jesus
have YouTube
Christ,
Premium?
Our Creator came to
No.
Earth to.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay,
No.
so this is a clip from a Prime show.
Yeah. In brackets, Prime show.
So he's using a video of filmed Jesus
Like
thing.
no one truly understands us. It's who Jesus Christ, our Creator, came to Earth to raise our awareness about, and it's who He calls Satan, the devil, a spiritual force that aims to
Oh
deceive.
my god,
I'm
dude.
ugly. I'm useless. I'm not enough.
His
His
thoughts sound
thoughts
like
sounded
your
like
thoughts.
your thoughts. So that's the thing. It's like everything.
Why?
Everything that's like bad is the devil to him
Exactly.
now. Like everything, you wanting to go down the pub and get on the piss with the boys is the devil. And how Dan just taking a swig of his Corona just then
Yeah, that's the devil trying
was
to
the
get
devil.
to me. Yeah.
So
Us
it's
wearing
like
red today.
is the devil.
That's the devil, man.
It's like, come on, man. Like life is not black and white like that. Like
No,
that
it's
that
not.
is not how it works. It's not like
no. Yeah, no. And so all of this stuff is very, very bizarre.
oh my
I
god,
mean,
this is ridiculous. Success, status, fame. You see on the phone 10,000 1,038 likes, followers,
oh my
comments.
God.
Look at me, I'm winning. The grind never stops.
And is that supposed to be Joe Weller? Like, I don't. It's so.
And he's holding a trophy that says "worldly successful."
in front of his Lamborghini and private jet.
Yeah, which
and
I don't think, even with Joe Weller's money, I don't think he could afford a private
Gucci,
jet.
Prada, Rolex. Yeah, I think you're exaggerating
my
a bit.
Lord,
Buddy.
Joe.
So AI slop aside, I'm not sure if this AI stuff, do you think it's coming from him, or do you think, like you're speculating, maybe some of the scripting of the video, for some reason the AI inserts, it almost feels like he's making this with or like for some religious organization?
Yeah, I agree. And he also, this video is uploaded to Joe Weller Down to Earth as well. So
Yes,
that's his
yes, yes.
now new channel where he's hashtag Weller, hashtag Jesus, hashtag God. So
Yeah, let's see if we can open that one.
which I'm pretty sure, like, at least I kind of respect. Maybe he's going to be doing.
Wow. So his original channel has
This is
5.3
crazy.
million.
Yeah,
Down to Earth has 5.4 thousand.
yeah.
Bro.
Like, at least, like, maybe he'll just upload his religious stuff to that channel, and then maybe
guess?
leave his main channel to just like the normal videos that he would do. I think that's probably the best thing, but end of the day, it's his channel and he can do what he wants of it. But
If he wants to pivot to talking about religion, that's fine. What I particularly find, I guess, worrying about this video.
this is ridiculous. Like, it shows him in the boxing ring and stuff,
silly.
and like,
Where's AI KSI, you know?
yeah, give me that KSI, bro.
So I
Screen to the ring, to the pen, to the key.
And on the paper it says, "Why me?" It's like,
why me?
why me? Not enough. Not liked. Not respected.
Why?
Oh my god, dude.
What I really don't like about the demeanor of this video is that he's almost presenting that like there is no pathway to curing. Like what he's describing sounds pretty much like depression or just like being lost, not having a purpose in your life, not knowing how you feel, not being able to kind of articulate that. And he's essentially saying the only way, at least that he found, that could cure that was full turning yourself over to religion, being reborn in Christ's image, and none of that you know, satanic stuff like therapy or antidepressants or like any of the normal ways that most people
Careful,
deal
Dan
with
Astudillo.
this stuff is all satanic bullshit and it's a psyop and everything. So, which, look, all of that is within his rights to feel that way. What worries me is that even in this video, I think he almost begins to get a little bit teary. And to me,
Well,
that...
his nan died, so he ends the video being like, "My nan's dead." You know, it to me.
Oh, he talks about
I must be
his nan
careful with
was
how I
religious,
phrase
right?
this.
So his nan was religious and he turned before she died.
It gave me the impression that it made the video very hard to criticize when the last thing he says is like, "My nan died and I loved her," and it ends with like a photo of them. This is ridiculous. This I can't get over.
He
Like,
AI'd himself crying.
oh my god, man! This looks so ridiculous.
So, yeah, I think the nan thing is sweet, and I don't really have a problem with someone sharing religious philosophy with their family. Like, that's fine, and if that connects you, then that's a sweet thing. But my thesis on this, it almost feels like he joined a cult. Like, and I'm not even saying that Christianity or like religiosity is inherently cultish, but specifically the way he talks about his version of like Christ or finding Christ, and the way he talks about how you have to deal with, like I said, things like depression and all this. The only option is to turn to God and Jesus and all this. Well, that's the only real thing that works, I guess, is his implication. It feels to me like very cultish language. Like, I feel like I've watched a lot of cult documentaries. I know a little bit here and there about this stuff. And this idea that A, they come for you when you're very vulnerable and at a very low place in your life. And B, they make you feel like the only way to solve your issues is by being in the cult and by doing the thing the cult tells you to do. And then also, it's like isolating you or separating you from your previous social connections, which, I mean, I don't think he's probably hanging around with a lot of the people he used to if he's had this hard religious turn. And I guess I'm just worried that he's like being isolated. And also, you see this with Scientology, right? It's like he's essentially a celebrity. So whoever this cult is or whatever this particular group...
You can get more people to come and join.
Exactly. They probably look at him as just like a vehicle for more followers.
Thank you so much for joining us.
And at his... Yeah, that's how the cult welcomes you. And he is just, I think, being used to like sell this thing that clearly he believes, or maybe he feels deep down that it's authentic to him.
Well, Hannah says here, "I've had a church try and tell me that mental illness meant I had the devil in me, and taking medication for it meant I was going to go to hell." A lot of churches feel very cult-like. It's just a high school cult vibe.
Well, that's right. And like, I don't know the specific group or church that he's with, but maybe they have just yeah, I don't know, maybe they're taking him for a ride a little bit, or just taking advantage that he can be a loud mouthpiece for them. And then lastly, the last thing I'll say that worries me is, like, obviously this is AI right now that we're looking at, but he's done a number of videos, the one in the car, some other videos where he talks about Christ, and then he starts like almost breaking down in tears, which I think both of us agree it's totally okay to cry. It's not a shameful thing to let yourself cry when you need to. But when you cry at the drop of a hat, and
I kind of feel like that at the moment. I feel like I could cry at the drop of a hat.
Well, here's what I'll say, right? I've felt like that sometimes too. Generally, when I'm in that state, I know that I'm like feeling a bit vulnerable. I'm feeling a bit run down, or I'm feeling a bit like overwhelmed. And it worries me that it feels like maybe this group that he's with is like exploiting the fact that he's clearly in a bit of a vulnerable state and feeling overwhelmed by just, you know, the worries of life.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, take out easy answers and that'll make you feel better. But it obviously doesn't really make him feel better if he's still crying every like 5 minutes, you know? But you're not, I don't think you're really getting
saved.
to the core of the issue if you're still that
saved.
like volatile and ready to cry. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but that's sort of my feelings of it. Let's see if we can find some final AI slop. Oh God, what is this?
He also says like all these like he's like the smartest man in the world is religious. Did you remember that part? He's
no.
The smartest man in the world says that Christianity is actually the answer.
Many millions of people, including absolute high achievers, the most successful on the planet, and those that are less fortunate, all declare that Jesus Christ is God and that they've been saved by him and swear by it. Like, if it's all just made up, how has that happened on such a large scale? And seems to make people be the most loving, kind, compassionate, wholesome, respectful version of themselves.
That's not true.
No. I think
that's not true.
No.
Maybe some people, but certainly not everyone.
Yeah, and also this feels like a contradiction because he's like, well, for me, the reason that all these celebrities, like, you know, Mark Wahlberg and whoever else can be religious, and again, I don't have a problem if they want to be religious. It's like they are ordinary people like the rest of us, and if they find something that is interesting to them, they're going to join the group. But then it's weird to me. It's like obviously saying, well, because these famous people are part of our group, you should want to join too. And I'm like, well, that's a bit lame. Like, I don't like that implication. What makes those famous celebrities better than the rest of us?
Well, Jimmy's in the chat.
Jimmy, I love you so much.
And Jimmy says, you're calling Christians cults now. When you cry at church, it's a sign of relief. Are you guys just having a go at Christianity?
No. I will clarify.
That's literally, Jimmy, you're literally like...
Christianity can be a beautiful thing.
You're trying to like start
Jimmy,
something.
I love you so much.
If people are crying at church, that's fine. That's not something I have a problem with. I'm saying if somebody has been sort of indoctrinated into this thinking and is so steeped in it and so in the belief that like this is the only lifeline they have, that they're like, it's almost like they're on edge all the time if they can't even bring up the thing that saved them without breaking down into tears. That doesn't seem like an emotionally stable state to be in. I think a lot of Christians don't have that problem. They could tell you about what they believe without breaking down. I'm recognizing that for this individual, the way he seems to have... Also, it's the harsh turn, right? Going from like not religious at all to now being everything. My whole vibe is a religious guy. Yeah, I knew Jimmy would rage bait me if he got in the chat. I
mean, like, end of the day, like, this is a comedy show. So, Jimmy used to be a comedian. Like,
we could clarify that, you know, it's not Christianity that is our target. It's the way that certain groups or certain churches within any religion, but in this case within Christianity, can, you know, take advantage of people and make them think that this is all they have or this is their only hope. And I don't have any problem with someone finding faith or finding hope or finding purpose in religion. That's fine. But it can't be solely so that that's the only lifeline you have and you don't have, and it's almost saying, well, you should be religious over anything else. Cut out your friends, your family who don't believe, like just focus on this. That's the sort of toxic vibe that I'm getting from this Joe Weller thing. And yeah, I don't like it. But I guess that's also what's smart about doing the Christian route, right? Is you're going to get the Christians defending you, even if, like, they could probably recognize some of this stuff is not very healthy. So,
Jimmy says, do the same thing, but with any other religion, any in all caps.
Well, if we find someone who, has converted to some lame thing and is talking about it online, we'll talk about it. I mean, Joe Weller has history with Conor. It's been a big part of my feed. It just sometimes feels like it's getting pushed on me.
It's like, can you not talk about it? Like, it's pretty
also,
crazy.
I'm
like,
not pro any religion. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in any religion. I don't, I don't think that. But at this, I don't believe in Christianity or Islam or Judaism. But I also don't have a problem.
I just believe in one less God than you do.
Yeah. I think it's fine if people find purpose from religion, whether that's Christianity, Islam, Judaism. I can criticize the parts of that belief system that I disagree with, but yeah, I mean, live and let live. It would be
I say...
but somebody go save Joe Weller. Yeah, we do need to move on.
I think we should move on, because we got Hannah in the chat.
All right, well,
We need to go talk about Ariana Grande. Is that okay with you, Jimmy? Can we talk about Ariana Grande? You got an issue with that as well?